And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, welcome to the first annual Streaming Awards Show, a live event available right here on Facebook Live. With over 10,000 votes cast for your favorite live streaming talent, the live streaming community has come together to recognize the hard work and dedication of this year's finalists. We're joined by a fantastic live studio audience. To kick off the 2017 Streaming Awards,
hello everybody, my name is Paul Richards and welcome to the first annual 2017 Streaming Awards. We're live streaming here on Facebook because isn't that a great place to meet people and have a lot of fun? In fact, isn't Facebook a little bit like jail? You've got a profile picture, you're always writing on people's walls, and when you get poked by people you don't even know. I'm going to change my Facebook name to Benefits. That's why when people friend me, it'll say, hey, now you're friends with benefits. Anyway, I had to do a couple jokes because I am the host of the show, but luckily I have some really great people with me, including Tess Protesto, who is here, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the show.
Paul, I love your corny jokes. Thank you guys for joining us today for the first ever Streaming Awards. We are joined by our first ever live studio audience, and we're extremely excited about that. Let's have a view of our studio audience, Paul.
Thank you all for joining.
Our PTZOptics sunglasses.
We have a great group of live streamers and professionals here who are learning a little bit about live streaming and watching what we do behind the stage.
Absolutely. To kick off things for the show today, we are joined by some of the top 10 nominees, 2 of which I happen to have in office with me today. If I want to bring one of them up, Kyle, would you like to join me?
Don't forget to turn the microphone on.
Absolutely. Thank you, Paul. Here's a microphone for you, Kyle.
All right. Thank you.
So, Kyle, you are from the Griswold Elementary School morning broadcast.
That's correct. From the Griswold Public Schools in Connecticut.
Absolutely. Can you tell me a little bit about the show?
Basically, the students and 4th graders do a morning announcement show. They used to do it over the PA system where they would, say the Pledge of Allegiance and what's for lunch and that kind of stuff. So we started 2 years ago streaming it. And we've added more on. Now they have actually do the birthdays of the students for the day, and that's scrolling across the bottom when the ticker doing it. They still do the Pledge of Allegiance, and they usually have once a month the principal comes in and announces the students of the month and does it live on camera. Basically,
I love that you guys do that. I wish that my elementary school had a program like this. Don't you think it's just great to give these kids the opportunity to have something,
It's really great, and I went to school for video production in the 80s, and then I moved into computers, so I'm a network engineer at the schools. And when we started doing streaming, I got back into what I really love, and this is so much fun. The kids love it more than me, and they figure it out. I'm showing them vMix a little bit, and 10 minutes later, they know what they're doing. No problem. They can run the whole show themselves.
Yeah, we were just talking in the pre-show, and Kyle was saying basically he's hands-off now. And I was like, is that the kids? You mean the kids are doing it?
Yeah, we basically set it up initially, and I taught the kids, and teaching, and sat with them for 10 minutes. And then they figured everything out. Right now, I used to go over every morning as pretty much just moral support. I don't even go over there. I just watch it from my office to make sure that the server that's doing the streaming, everything's fine on that end. I do monitor remotely, but they run it all themselves. The actual tech teacher that's over there, she's in the room, but she doesn't do anything. The kids set up the cameras. They get their notes out for whatever the news is going to be. They do the weather. They figure out, they go to the little web page we set up for getting what the weather's going to be that's going to come up on graphic, and they do it all themselves.
I love it. That's so impressive. I bet you they might be able to teach me a thing or two at this point.
That's a very good chance. They teach me something every once in a while. I'm like, oh, I didn't know we could do that. So
really?
Yeah.
And they're using vMix?
Yes.
Awesome. Tom Sinclair's going to love to hear that. If you guys want to check out some of the productions that they have, you could visit griswoldpublicschools.org because you said that they do have some content there.
Every so often, we don't stream everything out to the world because it is, in district pretty much for the kids. But some of the bigger things, like I've done some sports and we do the graduation, those will be out there, or there'll be links to it.
It's so fun to see kids interested in this industry. And thank you for supporting them with that.
Yeah, like I said, they love it. And I don't know if I mentioned, the teacher, she teaches technology, so she's got all the classes come through her all the time, and she switches out every month a different group of fourth graders, so they're constantly turning over the crew.
They all have an opportunity, and they all know how to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't take them. They come in 1 week prior to watch, and all they watch it one time. They know what they're doing.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's that sponge brain
Yep.
that kids have. They just
Exactly.
take everything in. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and
thank
thank
you for
you
having
for
me.
coming in office today.
I appreciate it.
All right, good luck to Griswold Elementary School, and next we're
Thank
going
you.
to have Marilyn Cuevas. I promised her I wouldn't butcher her name, and I think that I may have.
No, you're doing great,
Come on
Tess,
over.
and we've got some really great fun
did?
stuff. I got a ton of cameras I'm playing with, and now Maryland, just so everyone knows here, Maryland was number 9, and Griswold Elementary School was number 7 on our list. So congratulations, guys, for the top 10.
So, Marilyn, you have to repeat the title of your show, and I know what it means, what it translates to in English. It translates to, we'll talk about it. That's a whole nother story.
Yes. Estos son otros 20 pesos. That's in Spanish, the name of my website. My show is En Vivo con Maryland, which translates to Live with Maryland in Spanish. And I do my show in Spanish. So it makes me very proud to be here among the top 10, being the only Spanish-speaking show in the whole, I think in the whole competition, in the
Yeah.
whole.
From what I know.
Yeah,
I
from
think
what
that
I
you
know,
are the
yes.
the only like multilingual show. Just well, actually, I think we did have a Ukrainian show, but
Okay.
definitely.
And as Latina, being in the top 10 has been very, very exciting because what I do it for my community. I do it to inspire my Hispanic and Latino community. And actually, the show that I do, I interview different kinds of people from all walks of life who has a story to
It's very
share.
interesting to me. So, what types of stories do they share?
Any type of story that will inspire, motivate, and educate my community and my audience. It can be a personal story about how you overcome any personal situation, and that help you to do something for yourself, and then other people can do it. Like let's say I have recently somebody who was bullied all her life because she had a condition on her legs, and she walked like that, like on her toes. So everybody used to make fun of her, and then she needed to use heels in order for her to walk better, because that's the only way that she was feeling comfortable. And from there, she became a traveler blogger. She travels around the world. Her brand is called Dreams in Heels, because everybody wonders why she always wearing heels. She goes paragliding, she goes mountain biking, she goes rappelling, everything on heels.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing. She was my most recent guest, and her story is very inspiring, you know. And I brought different kinds of people for the same reason. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be out there that everybody knows who you are. As long as you have a story that can touch people's life, that can make people wonder, I can do this too. That can leave a message that, you know, it doesn't matter how hard it is, it can always get better. You can always make a change for yourself. You can always make it happen. If other people are doing it, you definitely can do it too. And that's the story that I want to share. And my motto in the show in Spanish is, hay historias que necesitan ser contadas. Yo quiero hablar de tu historia. In English is, there's stories that need to be told, and I want to tell your story.
I love it. And you told me something interesting about your branding that relates to your t-shirt, which I love.
Oh, yes. That's a thing that I started, I'll say, by accident on my show.
But it caught on, didn't it?
Yeah. People love that. And every episode, I do it once a week. Every episode, I wear a different t-shirt with a message on it. And usually it's a message that will, you know, it will become a topic of conversation. Like today, I'm wearing this shirt. I wore it once in my show. And it says, a woman's place is in the revolution. And obviously, as a woman, I'm an empowering Latina. I'm a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker. So everything that has to do with empowering, not necessarily the Latino community, but everybody in general. So I'm always, you know, wearing things that can.
Being a woman in this industry,
Oh,
I do love it.
Believe me, I'm a women's activist. I fight for my rights. I fight for women's rights. I fight for my community rights. And I fight for everybody's rights, because we all deserve to have the same respect, place, and acceptance, right? Everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a black, white, Latino, gay, no matter what. We all humans. We are bring something into the table, into the society. So we should all respect each other.
Well, I appreciate that you're doing that.
Thank you.
When and where can we find your live show?
Well, you can find me on Wednesdays on my Facebook page, which is Otros 20 Pesos. And Otros 20 Pesos, we need to tell about that because that's another 20 pesos, right? Everybody knows what pesos mean. It's basically a currency in Spanish. But the story behind the name is that it's a phrase we use in the Latin America. Otros 20 pesos basically means when you're talking to somebody and they come up with a kind of like a different topic in the conversation, you say, oh, that's a whole different story. Well, Otros 20 pesos is a whole different story.
I love it.
And it caught on. I don't know. I came up with that name and all of a sudden everybody calls me Otros 20 pesos too.
And I will put that in the chat for you guys in terms of spelling. Thank you so
Yes,
much for coming
thank
here
you for
today
having
and
me.
joining us.
Thank you. It's been amazing going through this journey of the nomination, seeing how my community has been supportive. I remember when I made it to the top 10, I was on the 10th, then I went all the way to 5th place. That was exciting. And I'm happy to be in the top 10, no matter if it's the 10th place, because it means that the people that are watching my show are supportive, the message is getting there. We're doing something that is positive for the community. And so everybody who wants to be live streamer and doing something good, like what they're doing, like the other contestants, keep on doing. We're changing how television is going to be made in the future. This is the future of television right here. And we can all make it happen.
Totally agree.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay, enjoy the rest of the show. That was so nice.
Such
having
an
those speakers.
inspiring
Absolutely.
conversation from Marilyn Suveza. Thank you so much. And I just want to talk a little bit about why we've done these streaming awards. We've decided to really just acknowledge the live streaming community, and we've had so many people, over 10,000 votes, if you can believe that, on the very first year. So before we announce the top 10 winners, I want to go ahead and play a clip showing all the nominees and all the nominations, and I'll go ahead and play that.
And now it is my pleasure to announce the nominees for the 2017 Streaming Awards. But before I do, I'd like to extend a warm round of gratitude to the live streaming community for nominating this world-class list of live streamers. The following nominees are listed in no particular order. For Best Male Host, Mario Armstrong for his work on The Never Settle Show. Tom Sinclair for his work as host of The Streaming Idiots. David Foster for his work on Geeks Life. Andrew Haley for his work on Wirecast Live. Jason Bates for his work in 22 Minutes Real Estate. Marty McPadden for his work on Behind the Scenes Live. Jeff Adams for his work in TJAS Live. Wagner Dos Santos for his work in Wagner Live. Duncan Moore for his work at In Focus Marketing Sessions. Stephen Healy for his work with Stephen on Video. Michael Hyatt for his work on The Michael Hyatt Show. Stephen Haywood for his work in No Boundaries Outdoors. And Ryan Campbell for his work on Stream Sport Insider. For Best Female Host, Luria Petrucci for her work with Live Streaming Pros. Jessica Chobot for her work with Nerdist News. Brittany Moran for her work with Broadfield Distribution. Carrie for her work on The Brian and Carrie in the Morning Show. Vicky Lashenko for her work on The Mompreneur Show. Karen Glasser for her work on The Little White Lie Show. Marilyn Cuevas for her work on the Hashtag and VivoCon Maryland Show. Loretta Frierson for her work on The Heart to Heart Talk. And Krishna Day for her work on the Live Stream Insiders Show. For Best Co-Host, Tim Vandenberg for his work on the VMix Live Show. Travis Smith for his work on Crossroads Church, Concord, South Carolina. And Pastor Lowell McNanny for his work at Crossroads Church. For Best Sports Stream, Jim Jacobs for his work on the FNN Network. Ari Blue for his work on The Circle Show. Julian Bellman for his work on the Sports Fan Base Network. Luke Austin for his work on Alpha Live. James Bowman for his work on Live Sports Australia. John Lindy for his work on Roller Derby Live. Owen Gilliland for his work on Big Dream Sports TV, Curtis McDonald for his work on Cujo Entertainment Production, Chad Burton for his work on Palmetto Tigers, Tassos Kustambrios for his work on Eurohoops TV, and the entire team at CHS Live for their work on live streaming sports. For Best Live Event Coverage, Corey Benke for his work with Live X NYC, Michael Dawson for his work with EventStream Canada, Ray Talutke for his work on Pulling Radio Network, Michael Artsis for his work on Be Terrific, Strans Vanderploeg for his live coverage of NAB, Phil Bombardner for his audio work at Crossroads Church, North Carolina, Dmitry Yankovsky for his work on Neo Classic Live, and Zach Adams for his work on Cruise Week TV. For Most Creative, Jerome Hardman for his production work on Heart to Heart Talk, Stephen Healy for his work on BeLive.tv, Giles Warham for his work on World of Live Streaming, Jason Bland for his work on Paranormal Soup, and last but not least, Scott Whitney for his work at the Las Vegas Live Stream Collective. Well, there you have it. Congratulations to all the nominees.
All right, everybody. I'd like to show very quickly how we put this together and acknowledge everyone and all their votes that they did. So let me show you guys a simple Google Doc. This is a Google form, and this is what everyone went in and actually voted for. So the Google Doc, each person could vote 0 to 3 for each person. And you can see the responses here. So there was 3,581 responses, and everyone had 3 votes. You can see here Tom Sinclair had 19% of his votes were 3. Some people did 2, and some people did 1. I think there was maybe a little confusion of some people thinking that they only had 3 votes, whereas they actually could do as many votes as they wanted from 0 to 3. But I wanted to just show here how so we had 87. This is kind of how it worked. And that all fed into a Google Sheet, which this is all of the timestamps here, which was put into a pivot table, which shows here, and now I am revealing the top 10, so I'll probably get off that in a moment here. But that is how it was all kind of set up with a Google backbone, and we used data sources to pull all that information in. And I think it is time now to go ahead and bring in all of our guests. So we have a host of guests here I'd like to interview. And we have with us Zach Adams, we have Joe Calabrese, we have Luke Austin, we've got Dimitri coming in all the way from
Via Sergey,
all the way from Russia. And these are just some of the top 10 nominations. And how's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Pretty good.
Fine, thank you.
Great to have you all. We also have Ray Talitzi here. How you doing, Ray?
Good, guys. Thanks for having us.
Ray's from Pulling Network TV. I couldn't fit everybody on here. We also have Tom Sinclair. Hi, Tom. How you doing? So what I wanted to do, since you guys are all here, is I wanted to go ahead and announce the winners and allow you each to go ahead and accept your awards after a brief moment with our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Rex Olson. On behalf of everyone here at NewTek, I'd like to congratulate the 2017 Streaming Award winners. I'd also like to acknowledge the nominees and all of you streaming your ideas, stories, and experiences all around the world.
Hi, this is Shelby with Osprey Video. We wanted to acknowledge all of the hard work that you've put into creating the best live streams possible. We know the effort involved, we know the dedication involved, and we are pleased to sponsor the 2017 Streaming Awards. Have a good time.
Hi, this is Maggie
and Miranda
from PI Engineering, the No Slogan Company,
makers of X-Keys USB control devices,
and proud sponsors of the 2017 Streaming Awards.
To every one of the nominees,
we thank you for all your hard work.
We can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
And we have one more sponsor, sorry.
Congratulations to all the nominees and winners of the 2017 Streaming Awards. Your hard work and your great streams inspire us to make Nemo Life the best Nemo Life we can. Thank you.
And those are our sponsors. So the sponsors are the ones giving out the prizes. And we'd like to start with Best Audio. So the winner for Best Audio is Dmitry Yankowski for his work on Neoclassic. And Sergio, you are going to accept the award?
Yes, I will.
Yay!
Why not?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Dimitri
much.
is our 6th place winner.
Dimitri is our 6th place winner.
6th place overall.
6th place overall. And
prizes.
we have to figure out what the prizes are because the prize that you have won is for 6th place.
And
you
we
have
mix them up
won
for, and that's why we're
any NewTek Connect Pro NDI plugin of your choice. So congratulations. I don't know if anyone's seen his work, but it was very, very good.
Very professional musical performance.
Super
live
professional.
stream.
Now, for the best church stream, we have Travis Smith and Pastor McNanny from Crossroads Church, Concord, South Carolina. We just wanted to congratulate them in the church market. I hope we have more churches to work with next year because that is such a great mission and a great thing that they do there. So congratulations, Travis. Next is Best Co-Host, and we have Brian Grasso from the Brian and Carrie Show. They couldn't make it today because they just found out that there was an emergency family, but congratulations.
Yay! They actually are the 5th place winners.
They're the
Brian
5th place
Carrie
winners, so they win
place winners.
the X keys.
They win the X keys.
Wow. Awesome. Best event coverage is Ray Tsutlutki from Pulling Radio, and we have Ray here. Hi, Ray.
Pretty get nominated, and it's not just me; it's an entire crew. Our guys from all over the U.S. and Canada, and of course Europe, handling coverage, truck and tractor pulling with the Pulling Radio Network. It's an honor. Big thank you to the guys, and I know a bunch of them are watching today. Eric Pruitt, James Phillips, Dave Fultz, Andrew Armstead, Charles Posch. Big thank you to them guys, Kenny Ailton, and Adam Drott and the gang. It's work, and thanks to Tom Claire that helped us get down the road. And it's been a wild time. We can't wait to do what we can do. And we grow and grow, and take a friend. Take care. If you don't know what truck and tractor pulling is, it's a great time, and you'd be truly surprised the amount of action and excitement that can be.
Cool. Thank you for coming in, Ray. Congratulations. We're so happy that you could win. Our next winner is Carrie Campbell from the Brian and Carrie Show. Congratulations.
Best female host.
Again, couldn't make it today to accept the award, but she does great. And they were 5th place. The best male host is Jeff Adams from the TJAS Media. I don't know if you guys know him. He is such a fun guy, and he has prepared a quick little video clip because he knew he couldn't make it. He's on the road, but he's got a little clip to say hi.
Hello, Paul gang. What's up? I'm Jeff Adams from the Jeff Adams Show. And first off, man, thank you guys for putting on this award ceremony. It's so really, really cool. That you guys are doing that because, live streaming just needs to be acknowledged. You know what I mean? And you guys are doing that. I thank you guys for doing that. Really, really appreciate that. And I'm sure all the nominees, I wish you guys the best of luck. But the Jeff Adams Show, I've been doing it for 5 years, and it's been a roller coaster ride. And I started live streaming in 2007. I had a music industry type show that I used to do, and then I just kind of morphed it into the Jeff Adams Show 5 years ago. And it's been an awesome journey. And just one of the cool highlights we did, like one time Glenn Beck picked up one of our stories, put it on the Blaze website. In 24 hours, we had 1.5 million downloads off that one show, which was incredible. It didn't change our life or anything, So, but also I host BeLive Weekly, which is on the BeLive.tv platform. I've been doing that since November. Really enjoy doing that on the platform. And it's kind of like the mothership show for BeLive.tv. That's on Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the BeLive.tv Facebook page. You can catch the Jeff Adams Show on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And sometimes sporadically, wherever if I feel like I have something to say, we jump on. But normally 9 p.m. Thursdays, you can catch us at the It's the TJAS Media Facebook page. Or you can go to the JeffAdamsShow.tv and watch us there, or Periscope, or wherever you can find us. We're streaming.
Hello. What's going on?
Sorry, would you mind telling us a little bit about your show? I forgot to mention that.
Okay. Hello, my name is Sergey. I representing Dmitry Yankovsky and Neoclassic show. It was a very big grand orchestra, symphonic orchestra show, which we prepare about half year. It was filmed on 12 cameras with no operators at all, with no cameramans. So this was really cool and wonderful show, and we will do more shows in next maybe 2 months with another symphonic orchestras of Russia. Our next concert will be in St. Petersburg, so maybe it will be somehow our touring show with orchestra. That's it.
Thank you so much. And yes, I did have my microphone off. Mistake number 1. It's okay. We're live. I think we can handle it. All right. So the next award goes to Best. Well, I want to save that one for last. Best Sports Show is Chad Burton from the Palmetto Tigers. Chad, I actually, new results have come in. And the 12th End Sport Network actually has just passed you, and I apologize for that. So the 12th End Sports Network at the end, I'm sorry, has come in with 40 votes above.
Yes, but they're both in the top 7.
But they're both you're both still in the top 7, so you're both coming. But 12th End Sport Network actually came in at number 2. And Palmetto Tigers came in, and you guys were back and forth. We didn't
know what was going to happen.
And I knew that it was coming down to the wire. And it looks like I didn't update that slide. So 12th End Sports Network is number 2. Second place, meaning that you have won. Sorry for screwing that up, guys. You have won the Wirecast Pro license. And number 3, Chad Burton, Palmetto Tigers, you have won the Wirecast Mimo Live. Sorry for screwing that up.
Oh my goodness. This is live.
It's
hey!
okay. I'll
sorry. Can you tell us a little bit about your show, Joe? I'm sorry I mean, it was just the votes kept coming in. I couldn't stop them.
No, that's all right. Well, we started in 2010. The 12th End Sports Network is a result of my curling team trying to figure out why we were winning or losing games. We were trying to live stream to tape what we were doing. We did it on an iPod, and it's grown over the years. We then switched to a laptop. The United States Curling Association noticed what we were doing and asked Brian Anderson and I, my business partner, to web stream the U.S. Curling National Championships. We've done that the last 6 years. We also did the last USA Curling Olympic Trials. We've grown to use vMix regularly. We use X keys. Next year, we're going full HD, and we just bought ourselves 6 PTZOptics cameras to do that. We're really excited about that. We're hoping that our next event is going to be the 2018 Olympic Trials in Omaha. If not, it'll be the 2018 National Championship. So we're really excited and want to thank all of our volunteers that help us. Brian Anderson, who again is the producer of our show, really runs the show with about 16 cameras, which are just more cameras than they use at WrestleMania. So we're really excited about our ability to use vMix and control all our shows basically with a producer, 1 camera person, and a couple play-by-play folks. So thank you so much for having us on the awards. I want to acknowledge Chad and the Palmetto High School sports folks. That was a battle right down to the wire, and it was back and forth. I was keeping tabs on it, and I want to thank the curling community for coming out and getting us over the top. Thanks again.
Yeah, congratulations to both organizations. That was the battle, really, for that best sports spot. And the only other sporting people that we have here is also Luke Austin with Alpha Live. And Luke, you're here as well. I wanted to congratulate you for being number 4 on our list. Congratulations.
Cheers, guys.
Can you tell us a little bit about your show and what you guys do over there?
Yeah, so
we've got a live applause here.
So yeah, with Alpha Live, I think what we got nominated for was the British University's Karting Championship. So we started streaming about 12 months ago, and this show, the British University's Championship, was pushing the boundaries quite a bit for us. We didn't really know a lot, but I think, how many cameras do we have, James?
Started with 7. It was about 7 cameras in total. We have 3 statics and 4 manned. And yeah, bringing them into vMix, using vMix as the application, worked brilliantly.
But obviously, having done that, a lot of the other championships, like short track racing, of like mini bikes and karting, they've all jumped on board, and they want us to spread the word, get a bit more out there, and get a few more events going. If you're interested in any of our events that we do in the future, just find us on the Facebook, on our Alpha Live Facebook page. All the streams will appear on there.
Congratulations, guys. You obviously have a great following with 1,500 votes. Chad Burton and the Palmetto Tigers, 1,700 votes. And 12th End Sports Network just coming into the wire at 1,780 votes. So it was a battle for that sports spot there. It really was. That was the biggest battle we had. The last people we have to acknowledge is actually the winners of the entire event.
Because people were saying in the chat, 12th End Sports Network was in fact ahead of the Palmetto Tigers before on what I have here, the latest print before the show started.
Yes.
So I just wanted, because people were saying, well, why did you let voting continue after the show? They were already ahead of them, so that wasn't.
Yeah, it was literally with what we have printed right before the show. It was 9 votes shy. Now it looks like it's about 40. I guess people are still voting because I guess maybe the link is still out there. But congratulations to everyone. And now our last guest, our last winner of the show. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and play in no particular order all top 10 winners. And in the top 10, Zach Adams with Cruise Week TV. Zach Adams has a really great cruise show. Tom Sinclair made the top 10 with his Streaming Idiot show. Tom is having a little trouble connecting via vMix call, but congratulations, Tom. Everyone loves you. We love your show. And then the 12th End Sports Network in number 2, Joe Calories and Brian.
Brian, and I don't have his last name, but Joe and Brian.
And Marilyn Suveza.
Marilyn Cuevas.
Cuevas, sorry.
Paul and I.
Cuevas. I
Marilyn Cuevas.
Jeff Adams, the best male host, coming in just above. Congratulations. And the Griswold Elementary, Kyle Gunderman here.
Our youngest nominees.
The youngest nominees. They have a great live show. And Dmitry Yankowski.
Love his
with
pick.
His best audio. Congratulations. And Chad Burton with the Palmetto Tigers. And the Brian and Carrie Show. It really came out. A very successful Facebook Live show about life in general.
One of my faves. And then this is Alpha Live TV.
And Alpha Live TV. Luke Austin. And that's all we have. So it's time to reveal the number 1 winner of our show. It was actually the best producer category. Zach Adams, congratulations. You have won a brand new PTZOptics camera of your choice. How you doing, Zach? We're not getting any audio from you, Zach. I'm not sure why.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh. But I'm sure... I can see you've got some really great video there. Would love to have some audio from
your
you.
vMix call browser.
Yeah,
and
if
sure
you've
you
changed.
have your mic.
There you go.
There we go.
Congratulations. Tell us a little bit about your show, Zach.
Thanks a lot. Well, we do Cruise Week TV, which is about cruising, but from a new person's perspective. People that haven't been on a cruise or anything. We actually go onto cruise ships and we follow first-time cruisers that have never been on the ship before, and we live stream the whole thing from the ship, on the ports, and we also do a weekly live show. This is Matt. He's the main host of the weekly show, and we bring on guests and we learn about cruising together.
That is awesome.
Do you guys just get to go on cruises all the time then?
Not as much as we'd like.
Yeah.
We all have full-time jobs apart from this, so we have to turn down a lot of cruises, unfortunately.
Usually, every time we go on the cruise ship, we try to do remote shows on there or a lot of live streaming. It all kind of varies on the Wi-Fi connection we can get, though.
Tom is here.
Awesome. I'm jealous of that live show. The times that you do get to go on the actual cruises. So then, do you control the show remotely then if you're not on the cruise every time?
There it is.
Yes. In fact, next month we're going on Oasis of the Seas, and I'm actually going to be on the ship, controlling the show from the ship, and I'm controlling the whole thing in the studio from one of these.
Wow.
Wow. So tell us, what would be your top PTZOptics camera that you'd like to get now that you've won?
Have you thought about it?
Yes. Probably the 20X with SDI.
Gotcha. Our most popular product. Not a surprise.
Congratulations.
And that would actually go on to Oasis of the Seas with us on the next cruise.
Oh, you have to send us some
We'd
pictures.
love for some footage. Or the links, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Well, congratulations, and everyone's going to be happy to know that Tom Sinclair did make it. Yay!
The
Finally.
streaming idiot.
Thank you, Tom. He's the crowd pleaser. Thank you for coming, Tom.
Well, I tell you, Paul, just one. I was frozen. You know, it was a Disney thing. But I do want to give a shout out to the streaming idiots that are represented in your top 10. To Zach, the number one. To Jeff, the number one in male host, and to Todd and the school. All those folks have been good, active streaming idiots, and so we're 3 cheers for the streaming idiots. Yeah, way to go.
They really came through.
Yeah, we've
They
got
really
a
did.
whole
Really did. It's a
group
lot of fun.
people here who were cheering to know that you joined the show, and
Everybody
Kyle
said he thawed.
He thawed.
Curtis
That's
says,
right.
did you turn off
That's
the AC,
right.
Tom?
Yes. Turned off the AC and switched from the Disney Channel to the Discovery Channel. So
Discovery
so
Channel.
that worked out.
Well, thank you.
No, but
so
no,
much.
just want to give congratulations to Zach for just doing an outstanding job with his show, and just mopping up the competition and winning by leaps and bounds. Way to go, Zach and crew.
Yeah, good
I
job.
love it.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, it was really good pulling in the cruise community and making it about the cruising show. Really got a lot of votes in there.
Awesome.
Well, Tom, you did actually make the top 10. So can you tell us a little bit about your show and where people can find you?
Well, my show is Streaming Idiots. We're Wednesdays at 3 o'clock Eastern at streamingidiots.com. And basically, it's a lighthearted look at all things live streaming. Truth be told, it's really a 30-minute infomercial for my company, easternshorebroadcasting.com, where we're very proud representatives of PTZOptics and also represent Magewell, X-Keys, and vMix. As well as design and build custom PCs for folks that want to get into streaming big time. But we love to have folks come over and join us Wednesdays at 3. And if you can't join us then, you can watch anytime you want on demand. Plus, on Facebook at let's see, what is it? It's facebook.com/groups/streaming idiots. You can come join the Streaming Idiots group. We've got about 700 folks in there that are chatting up a storm every day, sharing problems and solutions and suggestions, and it's a great community, a great community. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for coming on, Tom. Everyone, I can imagine next year it's going to be hopefully twice the size, and I hope that we didn't make too many mistakes on our first event.
We tried our best, but...
but now I'd like to open it up to Q&A, and anyone can ask anything, either from our studio audience here, if you want to ask anyone in the in our panel here, if you want to ask Tom a question, or Zach, or Chad, or Sergio, anyone who want to ask any questions, or of course we will be taking questions from the live show. So here we have our live questions here, and I'll pull that up.
We do also have a giveaway for our online
And
viewers.
so while you're thinking of your questions, let's go ahead and do our giveaway. We have 10 winners today, so I'm going to go ahead and draw all 10 winners. These winners are going to get our brand new iOS camera control app and our brand new API key system. So Daniel Wright, Stuart Rivera, Kevin Kurziel, Steve Hull, Lisa Godfrey, Diamond Overstreet.
Kyle Gunderman.
That's you, Kyle? Oh, Kyle Gunderman. But Diamond Overstreet's here too, right? Or she was supposed to be. Caitlin Graham and Stefano Katsianis.
We were just talking about how Kyle has not won yet. And
there we go, Kyle. You won finally. Yay! Now you've got the iOS app. That'll be great. Oh.
He needs the camera first.
Well, Zach won the camera, and Zach, I guess we'll send you the control app too. But are there any questions for the panel?
Charisi says, Zach and Matt, what gave you the idea to video cruises?
That's a good question.
Ooh, it started just as an idea with us. There was a group of us going on the first cruise. I was the only one that had been on a cruise before. They were all brand new. So we're like, hey, why don't we live stream this thing? And we approached Carnival. And at first they're like, wait, you want to live stream from our ship? And whatever happened goes out live? No way. Took about 6 months to convince them. We did that. We did a lot of marketing on Facebook, telling everybody about it. When the guys went on the ship, it was just me loaded down with camera equipment, them running around. Half the ship was watching the whole thing live. Everybody loved it. So once we got off, we were like, this was great, we've got to do it again. And Carnival and Royal have basically given us carte blanche to go on to their ships and do it again whenever we need to.
That's amazing. You have to send us some video footage of the cameras in operation. That seems like such a great... Now don't let it fall overboard, okay?
We won't.
Tina says, can we list the winners again?
Let's list the winners again. So number 1, Zach Adams and Cruise Week TV. Number 2, and this was a fight to the end, 12th End Sports Network. Number 3 was Chad Burton with Palmetto Tigers. Number 4 was Luke Austin, Alpha Live. Number 5 was Brian and Carrie in the Morning. Number 6 was Dimitri Yankowski from Neoclassic Live. Number 7 was the Griswold Elementary School. Number 8 was Jeff Adams. Number 9 was Marilyn Suveza. Cuevas. Sorry. And then number 10, Tom, with the Streaming Idiots. Now, I'd like to go a little further than 10 and just say that number 11 was Tim Vandenberg from the VMix Fun Time Show. Number 12 was Stephen Haywood from No Boundaries Outdoors. Number 13 was Stephen Healy from Stephen on Video. Number 14 was actually Martin Sinclair. Number 15 was Jason Bland from the Paranormal Soup. Number 16 was Loria from Live Streaming Pros. Number 17 was Wagner Dos Santos from Wagner Live. Number 18 was David Foster from Geeks Live. 19 was Giles Warham from World of Live Streaming. 20 was Jim Jacobs from the FFN Network. Then 21, CHS Live from Streaming Sports. 22, Jessica Chobot from Nerdist News. 23, Scott Whitney from Time Machine in Las Vegas. They did the VMix meetup there, and some of us were there. Karen Glasser, The Little White Lie. And then we had Ray Tutzlixi from Pulling Network Radio there at 26, but he did actually win Best Event. And then Andrew Haley from Wirecast at 27, Julian Bailman at 28, James Bowman at 29, and John Lindy with Roller Derby Live at 30. So we had a huge list, and I think that it was a fair game, and everyone got a good shot at winning.
Absolutely. And don't forget, this website will stay open as a place for you to go and find the nominations. If you're interested in looking and checking out some new live streams, you can go to streamingawards.com, find the nominations, and use it sort of as a directory for some interesting live streams. Because that was definitely part of this.
That was
whole
part of the goal. It was. It really kind of started like, can we start a directory of live streams? And we're like, why don't we take it a step further and start a live show or a live awards ceremony and make it something fun? And we've got a keg all waiting for us and a barbecue. And so I hope everyone doesn't mind if we end maybe a little early. I think we did a great job announcing everyone. And I think it's time to roll the credits and have a nice long weekend.
Those of you who are new to us, go ahead and join our Facebook user group, facebook.com/groups/PTZOptics pals, and I will put it in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
And that's all, folks. We appreciate your participation in the chat room and can't wait to host our next informative Q&A session. Your questions drive the conversation forward for live streaming professionals around the world. Until next time, happy streaming!
Now we can get some air in here. It was good? Yeah.
They're on.
Oh, really? If you guys want to head outside, we can go get a drink, some food. Yes.
What about us?
Air. Thank you. Woo, we can breathe now and relax.
No food or drink for us? Are we chopped liver?